Hey guys, welcome to this about channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Put the post notification for you to be notified. Like the video and comment if you'd like. Let's get into pop and urban entertainment as we usually do. On Nicki Minaj, she's been liking the knockouts, the workouts that she's been doing before, and the recent one that she did with her husband, and the one the husband did, and people feel like there's a knockout point two that is coming. She later had a message: the verse I just wrote, oh, you thought you was safe, you ain't getting that 202, 203 memo I sent you out. And all that on her next single seems to be like a knockout. No more memos to me. So I'm ready for the single. I hope you are ready for it too. She's not joking this time, according to what I'm seeing. Moving on to her Princess Diana remix song. It is the 11th song, hip hop actually, of this year to reach 100 million streams on Spotify. So congrats to both of them. It has just surpassed 100 million streams. Again, we go on another Holy Trinity making history with the digital sales song chart. Nicki has over 100, 141. Beyonce has 62, tying with Rihanna with 62. But right now, they don't do digital sales anymore. You go straight to the iTunes, you buy the song. It's like history has been wiped out, thanks to the big machines behind, because they don't want to see Nicki winning, obviously. As for this week, again, she has 4 songs on the chart. Congrats to the queen. They're all features and a remix and a soundtrack. I mean, the Babs really decided to pay dust on the song Money with Young Thug. Hopefully with the continuous streaming, it will chart one day, even if it's just for 1 week. She did like a post whereby it claims that Nicki still holds the YouTube record for Anaconda and Trolls, which is true. She did solo for Anaconda and helped 6ix9ine with Trolls, so she still hold that record. So this is no shade to me, it is the truth, because this younger generation wants to erase Nicki impact in history before our eyes. Very interesting. Most of her fan pages were talking about who's going to be the next Nicki Minaj. Now, I cannot see any in the moment. I cannot see any in the future. I feel like there'll be those who will can rap, but they cannot maybe write and spit the way Nicki can spit. They can rap like Doja, do flow like Doja, but they cannot spit, write and spit. That's like Nicki is the only one, the one and only. She's the last generation we're going to see doing that. That's my opinion, and it's really no shade. JLo was supporting Barbie World, showing some flowers in one of her stories on Insta app. And we all know the tension between JLo and Nicki Minaj with the Anaconda choreography. Her ex-husband did the Nicki Minaj, VMA. I believe it was the VMA performance choreography. And she felt some type of way. But again, she could be showing love to Ice Spice because she is the it girl and Barbie World is the song. So if you don't know, Ice Spice is the it girl of the industry. Can you imagine? Moving on, I came across a post that say, thank goodness Rihanna has only collaborated with only 3 women during her entire career. It's so smart because female stars are weird as hell, and I do agree with it. If you don't know, Rihanna has only worked with Nicki Minaj, SZA, and Shakira. With Nicki Minaj, she has worked with her twice. But you all know the goalpost is always changed when it comes to Nicki Minaj, especially in the rap female game. She has to support these talented people, every new girl, because she's the bigger picture, and she's always been that girl in the female rap that they're trying to replace, but still using her to support the younger generation. So I kind of do agree with the post. Moving on to Latto, they are predicted to, at first it was top 10 debut, and then now it is top 5 debut. Whatever the debut it will be, they're making history. And Latto was grateful, especially to the biggest stream that she's ever had in her career. And one person replied 15.9 M streams to the army, 1K to the jackpot, her fan base. Now I feel like you are very, very honest with the 1K to the jackpots, especially if 4 fan bases came together to support this record. So you can include all the 4 fan bases to the 1K. No shade, because she doesn't do these numbers on her own, but thanks to Junk Kong. Still, congratulations to Latto too. I feel like Latto should be thankful to Kong. Send like a flower and a note that says, "Without you, I would never had a top 10, top 5 debut in my career," which is no shade. It is the truth. Whenever you tell the jackpots to show receipts of them showing support to Latto, they don't have any, which is very shocking. But moving on, she was called out for the cultural appropriation of Asia. I'm shocked that she is still quiet with it. She hasn't said a word, but allegedly she is still low-key throwing shade at NickiMinaj. Allegedly. I don't know why, yet you have the biggest stream in your career. Again, I feel like the next single, especially solo single, she may want her label to heavily support it, that heavy payola to do it, because she would not want to be called a flop because of this huge number, or else she will still go back and bait on the BTS fan, maybe Jimmy, who just debuted early this year at #1, or another Blackpink group, another K-pop group. She will go ahead and bait on them because she still wants these success numbers to be attached to her name. But for her single, if it is solo, she may have some panicking mode, because you just had the biggest streaming in Korea, and your fans are flexing because you've helped, quote unquote, yet you've not helped. But whatever comes, whatever comes. Moving on to Beyonce. Not long ago, she had 10 songs from her Renaissance album, each selling 500,000. And now she has the 11th one with Virgo Groove selling 500,000. Congrats to Queen B on that. Talking about the Renaissance tour, her fan pages, they're always live. They're always posting the recent images, performances, amazing vocals. On the present time, wherever she is. And there was some type of backlash. I don't know, somebody DM'd someone, and she claimed that she hated how she's posting all these videos because it does not make one want to go to see the tour because it's already online. Hence, it decreases sales tickets and the motivation of going. Now I feel you should go and experience it. Experience is more better than even watching it online. Just go and get that experience. During the weekend, there was an exhibition in honor of her husband, the so-called the Book of Hove. Whatever the idolatry is happening here, I think it's too much pedestal her husband is given, even though he is the gatekeeper of hip-hop. Tell me, think about that. Moving on, currently the musician wants to work with Ariana, even though there have been rumored collaboration between the two. She claims there's never been any recording before, even though she's open for music. So tell me, think about that. I feel it's be amazing. Their voice complement each other, I believe. If it does, then good to go. She was recently seen in a stadium watching football, I believe, and no ring on it, and they feel like marriage breakup maybe, but the ring always get cleaned up once in a while, according to her, in a recent video, almost a year old now.
Before you start, don't. I'm just not wearing my ring, it's getting cleaned. I'm not getting a divorce. Before you start, don't.
I remember that the same story happened with Beyonce on Formation World Tour, whereby she had no ring, but once in a while, even before that, she never had any ring once in a while. But it can happen once in a while, you're not wearing any wedding ring. Let's not be delusional. Moving on to Drake with the alleged beef with AnnaWintour, the editor of Vogue magazine. When Drake and 21 Savage dropped the Hallows joint album, they did fake Vogue shoots, and AnnaWintour was not too happy about it. I don't know why. So they had a low lawsuit or $4 million settlement, even though that was not the original price. According to me, I believe maybe it was even 10, even beyond, but they settled for 4 million. Now these two, they've met before in 2015, and with Drake, he has never been to the Met Gala, the same Met Gala that AnnaWintour founded, and Drake has never been to the original Vogue magazine shoot, even though there are only less than 5 men who have appeared on the Vogue magazine shoot. So the beef is deeper than what we are seeing, than what the Vogue magazine shoot was all about, promoting their joint album. Because there was once in TikTok a trend of Vogue shoot, and it was really, really trending. She did not go around, suing everyone for that. That's just my opinion. I feel like she should have just come out and say we do not associate with these album promotion of the joint album her loss. The explanation would have been so easy, but seems like just so hard. So I feel like it's deeper than that. But anyway, on our last topic, after 4 years of the alleged beef because of a cheating man who still went ahead and cheat, Kylie Jenner and Jordan met up on a dinner. And I feel like, she didn't do this on her own. She definitely met up with the mom and gave her the go-ahead, and all this is happening. But it's good to see, according to me. So tell me think about today's topics. If you don't mind, your opinion is valid over here.